What is up guys, Zach here from the Chaos Galaxy, and today I am doing the set 4 planet profile for the Hell planet of Sindell. Probably the most popular planet in the game and one of the strongest, maybe the strongest planet actually in the competitive scene, and obviously for fans everyone loves evil things, so it's going to do well there too, which is great. So I'll do a quick recap of the planet and then get into the brand new cards here. So Sindell's the Hell planet, and because of that it revolves around cards being killed, using dead cards to bring them back into your advantage, and the planet reads: every time a Sindell creature on your planet is killed by an opponent's attack or creature ability, you gain 1 star. The set 1 support was Demented Chicken Guy, Blarg, Pelfam, one of the strongest cards in the game, Tonononononon, Helder and Slush, the best card in the game, as well as Bone Ladder as the support card. Sorry, I'll do them this way around. In set 2, we have Bracktooth, Wakuman, Pointy Bogabooga, Demonite, Quatriaga, and Gehenna. Arguably, again, the strongest combiner card in the game, and you should not have done that as an activator. We then had the starter decks, which introduced us to the Gatomic archetype with Gi, Gatomic Gi, and all the other Gatomics, as well as Gatomic Wasteland and Go. That also introduced us to the Skelly archetype, and these 3 cards wonderfully drawn by Gavora, apart from Skellicrone, the worst one, who was me. Shupal Shadow, Spirit of the Anti-Justice Sword, and Tomb Dragon as a combiner card. There was also the Turned Utopianon, which was in the Utopianon Sindian starter deck, but I don't really count him as much of a Sindell card. So, onto the set 4 goodness. I think, as Sindell is one of the strongest planets and they just had a starter deck, I've kind of taken a bit of focus off them to make room for other more exciting new stuff in set 4, which I haven't revealed yet. But there's still some cards here nonetheless, and I've got some good generic stuff, including a really rare to show you guys. So the first card we have is Dark Drangel. He's a common 6-star and obviously the evil counterpart to regular Drangel from the planet Sindian all the way back in set 1. 270 power and 220 health, but still 6 stars, so he's slightly weaker than Drangel on the stats, but his ability reads: this creature gains 50 power and health for each of your killed copies of Drangel and Elite Drangel. Sorry, this didn't print out too good on my computer. So he has potential to become a lot stronger than Drangel. At the moment, that's a maximum of plus 200 power and 200 health, which is super strong. And also, he can be searched out by Tower of Drangel. Now, I planned this card in set 3, and someone realised this. I don't know how, you have like eagle eyes, but someone said because on the Tower of Drangel, it lets you free play a 6-star Handed or Galaxy Drangel. And someone actually pointed out, they were like, oh my gosh, you must be making a new Drangel card because you've written the word Drangel there in black. Obviously, the first thing you'd think of is Drangel, but someone realised that I had plans for another Drangel card and called me out when they saw this card in set 3. Can't remember who it was, but big shout out to you for spotting that. And yeah, Dark Drangel was my intention with this card. So Tower of Drangel can search out both of them, and it now kind of gives a good engine for a Drangel deck, which is cool, combining Sindell and Sindian. And yeah, I think this is a fun card. Next up, we've got a 1-star card by the very talented Gavora. It's Killelion. He's got 70 power and 30 health for only a 1-star. He's pretty cute but pretty evil looking, which I think is something that's very hard to do in drawing. And when this creature is killed by an opponent's attack, you gain 1 point. Quite a basic card and just kind of a good creature to give you points through abilities, because there aren't many creatures that do that, and I do want kind of point ability gain decks to become a thing in set 4, so you can just win through card abilities and like troll your opponent. So Killelion's cool. Next up, we have a new Gatomic card for this archetype. One of my favourite archetypes I've ever made, but hasn't performed too well overall. It's not a very strong archetype, so I've come up with Gatomic Gristle to hopefully change that. He's a 5-star with 250 power and 200 health, so he gains 3 points for a planet attack, which is great. Like all Gatomic cards, he reads: if this creature is free played by the ability of Gi, and when that happens, you get to free play one of your killed 4-star or lower Gatomic creatures. So once a lot of your Gatomic guys have been killed, they're pretty useless, which isn't what I planned for the planet Sindell. I wanted it to be kind of this revival-based planet. So once you free play a Gatomic Gristle, you get to bring back one of these dead guys, who are all 4 stars and have some decent stats. 210 health on Gokka's quite good, and that 260 health on Goopadoop is really strong, so it can just help you bring out some presence on the board and then hopefully get some attacks in. But yeah, Gatomic Crystal. Unfortunately, when you bring back the Gatomic card, that won't get its ability because it's free played by Gatomic, not free played by Gi. So that's unfortunate. But don't want to make it too good. And yeah, happy with Gatomic Crystal and think he's going to be a strong card overall, stats-wise and ability-wise. Next up, this card's frustrating because I really wanted to save it for the lore to reveal then. But I've made a Bogabooga card in every set. And this one is Enlightened Bogabooga. I'm a week behind with the lore videos. I'm going to bring one out next week, which should reveal this card. But Enlightened Bogabooga is a rare in set 4, a really interesting card. Only 40 power, but 300 health, which makes him the second healthiest 4-star card, only losing out to Deh. But his ability reads, this zoned creature is also a Sindian creature. So although he starts off as Sindell, he becomes both. And then, while you have another zoned Sindell and Sindian creature, this creature's power becomes 300. So, might sound like quite a lot. You have to have another Sindell and Sindian card together to make his stats good. However, this also works if you have 2 copies of Enlightened Bogabooga, because they both count as Sindell and Sindian, which gives you the 2 cards in one that you need to give him that 300-300 stat. There's also another card from set 1, which no one really uses, but it's Paradrax. Whilst this creature is on your planet, it's also a Sindell creature. So you have an Enlightened Bogabooga and a Paradrax. Enlightened Bogabooga's power becomes 300. I want to kind of make it so that you can have a hybrid deck of Sindian and Sindell. I think it'd be really fun to do. It'd fit in with the lore because obviously the planets originated as one planet before they were split in half, and have the bridge there now. But Enlightened Bogabooga, would really love to see someone make a deck out of these cards. Cool. So they're all the creatures, unfortunately. I know there's not as many as the other planets, but like I said, I really needed space in set 4 for something big. And yeah, I'll get on to the support. We have another search card, the first one for the planet Sindell, and it is 1-starred Orb. Lets you add 1 galaxied 1-star Sindell creature to your hand. Obviously, you can do this with the newly revealed Kalelian. I actually don't know how to... Kalelian. And I don't know... I think I might have to end up banning this card because there's another card that it can search out. Skelecryl's another one, but that's not the one I'm talking about. There's just another card that it can search that it just might have to be ban worthy. So 1-starred Orb is perhaps, I think I'm going to put it in set 4, but we'll see if it gets banned. Cool. And then next up, now this is kind of exciting. There's very little stuff in the game at the moment that kills attachment cards. So I've made a couple of activators that can get around attachments before they become a problem. We have Crimson Skleech and Indigo Skleech. I'll go through Crimson Skleech first. They're very similar. When your opponent attaches an attachment card to one of their zoned creatures, you kill that attachment card straight away. So it stops anything crazy happening with like an Eternity Amulet or a Blaze Elixir and stuff like that. Can hopefully stop your opponent's plans before they get going. We then have Indigo Skleech, which when your opponent attaches an attachment card to one of your zoned creatures, you kill that attachment card. So things like a KO, Ice Elixir, Indigo Skleech can just get around those before they become a problem. And this is the first card that I think can really stop attachments on your turn. It's the only card that can really counter a KO. So these guys might see some play competitively, but we have the final card for this video. Oh, sorry, no we don't. We have Labyrinth Statue Labyrinth, which isn't a Sindell related card, but it's a kind of an environment on the planet Sindell, which reads neither player can return killed cards to their galaxies. And the final card we have is a really rare in set 4 called Crow-a-Rock Comet. Kind of like chrome rock, like it's supposed to be like a shiny fluorescent metal, like meteor, which reads you kill 1 zoned resource or attachment card. I was thinking of naming this card Bow-Eyed Comet Killer, because if you don't know, there's a card called Bow-Eyed Comet, which is kind of used now and again, which reads kill 1 permanent resource on either player's planet. Whereas Crow-Rock Comet lets you kill a resource or an attachment, so it's just better in every way pretty much. And the kind of, not really a joke, but if you can see here, the Crow-Rock Comet is smashing through another smaller rock there, which is supposed to be a Bow-Eyed Comet. So it's basically just saying get out of the way, but like, Comet, you're no good anymore. I'm the best kind of permanent resource card killer in the game, because it can kill attachments too, which is great, and we definitely need more attachment killing stuff in the game. So there's some attachment hate. I know we've had some requests for that for a while, and there you go. Hopefully this satisfied your needs. So guys, thanks for watching this video. Let me know what you thought of the Sindell support for set 4. I think I've made some cards that are going to be really fun for like fan favourites like Dark Drangel and Enlightened Bogabooga. I know Sindell didn't get too much focus this set, but like I said, it's one of the strongest planets, if not the strongest planet in the game at the moment. So I think I can't make loads of strong cards in set 4 for it, and I need the space, like I said. But anyway, I'm happy with these cards. I think there's some fun stuff in here, and the attachment hate is always good. So let me know what you think. Please like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at ChaosGalaxyTCG. Get your hands on some merch. There'll be a link in the description below. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.